What's preventing him from getting this full and guaranteed deal is the fact that he is raging against the machine.
So the fact of the matter is, he isn't getting paid what he deserves to be paid.
Whatever the going rate is, maybe it's not 230 guaranteed like Deshaun reset them.
See, Skip, this looks at desperation to me. This is why you have representatives.
The thing that is so interesting about this Lamar Jackson situation is the fact that he's supposed to be the Ravens franchise quarterback. You know, for years we've watched him play with the Ravens and even win an MVP with them, but the past few years, it's really been looking a little interesting. They have not really been treating him like a franchise quarterback. And you know, Lamar claims he deserves to be paid a high contract, but it seems like the Baltimore Ravens are really hesitant on giving him that. He's proved he's a one-of-a-kind talent, but they've struggled to put the right pieces around him as well. Lamar earned a little over $1.7 million in 2021 and $23 million his most recent season. The Ravens gave Lamar the franchise tag, but that doesn't mean he's stuck in Baltimore. Lamar is allowed to hear offers from other teams. It's important to understand what a franchise tag even is, so for those who don't know what that means, the franchise tag is a designation that allows NFL teams to select one player set to be an unrestricted free agent and guarantees another year under contract if certain conditions are met. Each team receives one franchise tag per year and can be applied as either exclusive or non-exclusive. Each franchise tag comes with different bargaining rights and guarantees for both the player and the team. In this situation, Lamar has a non-exclusive tag. This means the Ravens have the right to match the offer or offer a higher amount that any team offers Lamar. So let's just say, for example, the Vikings, they come out and give Lamar a crazy offer. The Ravens would have the right to offer the same amount or even higher than what they offered him. However, if he decides to accept another contract, the Ravens would receive 2 first-round picks in compensation. This whole entire situation is piggybacked on what Lamar Jackson's true value even is. The Ravens have yet to make a Super Bowl and have struggled in the playoffs. Putting the franchise tag on Lamar would help the Ravens find out what his true value is and then go ahead and match it. I mean, it's kind of smart. The Ravens are being a little smart about this. They really don't know how much to pay Lamar. All they hear is he needs to be paid, pay the man, but I really don't think they know how much they should be paying him. So by putting the franchise tag on him, he's able to hear offers from other teams, be able to get offers, see them, and then the Ravens will be like, hey, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and match her, just put a little bit more on top. I mentioned Lamar's allowed to hear offers from other teams, but what team would even work best for him? The thing is, Lamar doesn't even have an agent, which is a different approach most athletes take. And this is where it gets very interesting. Reports were made that a representative for him has been contacting other teams. You know, it says right here, Lamar Jackson representative reaches out to teams, tells them QB is ready to move on from the Ravens. Now, this situation is getting a little real now. You know, we've heard Lamar wanting out, and really this, again, goes back to him wanting to get paid. And the interesting point about this situation where he has a representative reach out for him, the NFL doesn't like that. Shannon Sharp had this take on the situation. He says that having an outsider contact other teams without hiring an agent is a sign of desperation. Sharp brings up a good point about how the NFL instructed teams to not negotiate with representatives not approved by the NFLPA.
They did, because Skip, last year the NFL specifically instructed teams not to negotiate with representatives not certified by the NFLPA.
You know, it even says right here, clubs are reminded that under Article 48 of the NFL Collective Bargaining Agreement, players' contracts may only be negotiated with the player if he is acting on his behalf or with the player's NFLPA certified agent. This person speaking on behalf of Lamar was apparently reaching out to multiple teams now and trying to get his contract for him. You know, this should be the time Lamar looks into getting an agent, especially if he wants to negotiate with other teams. Having an approved agent gives the players protection and also the ability to do things the players can't even do. The agent would be able to work on the back end to figure out what would be the best situation without risking Lamar any trouble. My question though, is he even concerned about competing, or is he more concerned about getting paid? The thing about this, Lamar Jackson is an MVP caliber quarterback. You know, he's dealing with an injury, missing a couple games to finish off the season last year. But what is he more worried about? Is he more worried about winning championships or more worried about getting paid? You know, it's definitely an interesting conversation to have. Obviously, everybody wants to get paid, but is he really gonna risk being able to win championships just to get paid? Thing is about that, what team would even be the best fit for him? Or should the Ravens just give him the money and then worry about signing other players? But if they give him all this money, they risk their cap space, so how are they gonna get other receivers? I mean, it is very possible Lamar leaves the Ravens, Ravens, but it's hard to see how the Ravens would just let him walk without making any attempt for him to stay. There's a free agent out there. I don't know if you guys know who this is, but it's Odell Beckham Jr. Now listen, if the Ravens had a chance, if they could sign OBJ, I mean, that would actually be a decent fit for that team. You know, Lamar and OBJ would probably have some good chemistry on and off the field, so that was just my thought. Maybe that would work out really well. I don't know if you remember, but not too long ago, Deshaun Watson actually signed a historical contract. I feel like that's part of the reason Lamar wants a bigger contract too. He saw what the Browns were able to give him, and he's probably thinking, hey, if Deshaun got this, no offense to him, but where's my bag? Lamar already won an MVP, but which team should be all in on him? You know, we saw this video with the Panthers.
We're interested in Lamar.
Like anything, like you always have a conversation, but we were looking. He's a great option. There's a really expensive option, but we're focused on more on the draft picks.
You know, I've also heard a lot of rumors saying he should go with the Colts, but I definitely don't think that would work out. They've been trying to find the right quarterback for their team and having been going through all sorts of different options, so going all in on Lamar probably wouldn't be the best decision. This might be a hot take, but one team that could be a good fit for him is honestly the Raiders. Listen, hear me out. If the Raiders keep their roster as it is now, Lamar would be a pretty decent fit. Pair him with Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, and Darren Waller. I would say that is a solid wide receiver group compared to what he's been used to. Lamar has yet to be able to throw passes to a star wide receiver, especially one like Devontae. And then also Josh Jacobs would be very fun to watch next to Lamar. Both are very quick on feet, very agile. But I don't know. What do you think will happen with Lamar? First, let me know if you think he's staying or if he's leaving. And if you think he's leaving, let me know where you think he will end up going. What, does he stay with the Ravens or does he end up leaving? Feel free to leave your opinion in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.